the last 20 years, I've been writing these, very large non-fiction books about historical mysteries. Fingerprints of the Gods, as you rightly said, is the best known. And these have been very detailed works of research, where typically I've had a research library of more than 1,000 books for each book that I've written, and enormously detailed footnotes and annotations. And my non-fiction books, stirred up a huge amount of controversy, and I started needing to bulletproof my arguments against the army of academic critics that would swarm out of the woodwork every time I published a book. And what I found, as I went on and on, by the time I got, for example, to Underworld in 2002, the book that reported on our diving expeditions looking for underwater ruins all around the world, was that I was producing books that were like 800 pages long. And they were 800 pages long because I had to bulletproof the arguments against the attacks of critics. And suddenly I thought, what a liberation it would be to express the extraordinary ideas that I'm interested in, but instead of expressing them in a factual book, which brings this mass of hostility out of the woodwork, why not slip those ideas into a fantastic, fast-moving, action-paced fantasy adventure story? Particularly when the ideas are so strange that maybe no so-called factual presentation of them is possible. And I suddenly realized this is incredibly liberating for me. I can write whatever I like, and if the academic police come pouring out of the woodwork and accuse me of misrepresenting the facts or whatever spin they want to put on it, I can just say, hey guys, relax. It's just fantasy.
Well, this one is an extraordinary story, and was this based on lifetime experience?
Yes. I wrote a non-fiction book called Supernatural, which looks at the origins of religion and spiritual experience in shamanistic altered states of consciousness. And while I was researching that book, because I always throw myself into the subject I'm investigating, I had to go to the Amazon and drink this powerful visionary brew that shamans use there called ayahuasca, which sends you into an absolutely seamlessly convincing parallel world and puts you into telepathic contact with extraordinary entities, often in the form of a serpent. And actually, I've now drunk ayahuasca in the Amazon more than 30 times. And it was during a series of ayahuasca sessions in Brazil. I had already changed my intent. I was already interested in the idea of writing fiction. And I asked ayahuasca, and this is what you do with ayahuasca sessions, you ask the spirit of ayahuasca to help you in a particular area of your intent. And my intent was to write a really exciting but also deep work of fiction. And that night, ayahuasca gave me an extraordinary series of visions in which I saw the two central characters of my novel. One of them, a young woman in the Stone Age, 24,000 years ago, and one of them, a young woman today in modern Los Angeles. And because time is not what it seems, because actually all times coexist simultaneously, and the illusion of past, present, and future is exactly that, an illusion. It's possible for these two young women to become entangled, and a supernatural being indeed entangles them and conscripts them into a battle of good against evil, a battle with a demonic force which is operating both 24,000 years ago in the Stone Age and today in the 21st century. And I was just given this whole concept with incredible vividness and power during this series of visions in the Amazon. And not only that, but I was given a very strong instruction: write this and write it now.